Hi, everyone. My name is Ray, and I co-founded Sene with my cousin Mark. We're going to bring Emma onto Livestream in a second here, but first, if you have any questions, please leave it in the chat, and we're going to bring them to Emma to answer. And now, let's welcome Emma.
Hey, Ray. How's it going?
Hey, Emma. Good afternoon. I'm here in LA. What time is it for you?
I'm in New York. It's 3 o'clock. Congratulations to us on this launch today.
Absolutely. Huge day.
Yep.
You know, it's something that you and I have been working on along with the rest of the team at Sene for a long time, but everyone here on the live stream doesn't know about it. But now this is their chance to go behind the scenes. I guess the first question for everyone is why jeans?
Yeah, I mean, when I am not wearing spandex or lycra, I am often in a pair of jeans. Many people know me in fitness, so I'm obviously, wearing leggings, shorts, things like that. So, but I do so many other things outside of fitness, right? I'm in the garden, I'm active. I just feel mostly like myself in a pair of like casual jeans. Like I'm just sort of a casual person. And so I have a pair of jeans that I love and I wear all the time, and they're from like 10 years ago. And so when you guys reached out to me, I think it was almost 2 summers ago that you initially reached out to me. You sent me a pair of jeans, and I was like, oh, these are cute. And then we started talking more about what a collaboration would look like. I was like, this actually might make so much sense. I have a vision for a pair of jeans that I have in mind. You guys had a vision for what the collaboration would look like, and it just, to me, it just made so much sense.
And I think what's cool is for everyone who knows you or follows you, this design that came out just makes a ton of sense. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
So I was a child in the 90s, and it's actually funny how much 90s fashion is coming back now. I just got a TikTok account. I'm watching these videos. I see all these trends, and these, young people are wearing things that I was wearing, when I was in elementary school. And one of the staples, though, is ripped jeans. Light wash jeans were like my jam, and so much so that I still wear them, right? So I think even it's like with music, people say the music that you listened to when you were in like 12 to 16 or something is like the most impactful music. So like when I listen to 90s music, like that's my stuff, like that's my jam. So I play a lot of 90s music in my classes at Peloton. I listen to a lot of 90s music. So this style of jeans is an ode to 90s style. You can wear with a flannel or a little crop top. I wore all those things in the 90s. So that's why, and it's all coming back.
That's amazing. That's awesome. And what about the creative process? Because they're seeing the final product, but how were you involved in the design process? What was it like?
Yeah, it was very cool. I have had a little bit of experience with some design, but this was the first time I had designed jeans. And so it's just a back and forth of like, you guys are in LA, I'm in New York, I'm taking photos of the jeans that I like. I'm taking photos of myself wearing jeans that I like. These are inspiration. This is the fit. And the beautiful thing is for the fit is like, that's where you guys are the experts, right? Like I know what fits me, but you guys, because these are custom jeans, you can, and I'm getting comments now, like, we just announced this and people are like, do they have a high rise? Do they have a low rise? Can the inseam be this? I have short legs. I have long legs. And yes, like, it's going to fit you. You can have, it's custom. So whatever you do, you put in for your measurements in the Smart Fit quiz, you get jeans that fit you. So anyway, I was in charge of the look in the wash. You guys are in charge of the fit. But it was a lot of like back and forth, pictures, inspiration, and then you sending me samples. There was a couple washes. I was like, I kind of want, do I want the medium wash? Do I want the lighter wash? What color do you want the threads? What do you want the label to look like? What do you want the font on the label to look like? There were so many details that you don't think about when you just go to a store and you buy a pair of jeans off the rack. But I was like, really taking into account all of these details. So I hope you like it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it was very cool for us in the design process where knowing who you are pretty early on, we were like, oh, we have this idea that Emma already is going to go down this road of this more casual, very effortless style. And it's something we've frankly never done in our collection. So we're thrilled by it too. So it was cool because you had a very clear creative idea of what the denim should look like. And also this isn't your, even though this is your first time designing jeans, this is not your first foray into fashion. You've been a fit model before, right?
Yes. So I did some fit modeling. A lot of it was athleisure or fitness fit modeling. So for those of you who don't know what fit modeling is, I'd work with a brand, I'd go into their headquarters, I would, I'm their sample size. So I'd have to wear whatever item, and all these people are like measuring you and, looking very closely at your body and how the clothes fit your body. What is interesting though is, so I got to work a lot with designers and brands, and I got to hear a lot of feedback. It's a tough industry though, and I remember going to a number of castings and auditions and being measured to see if I fit their fit model type, and I wouldn't get it. They'd be like, no, her arms are too big, or her hip to thigh ratio is not right, or her waist isn't the right measurement, or her, like the weirdest, like her crown of her head to her shoulder to her whatever is not right. And you're sitting there and you're listening to all of this and you're like, okay, screw all of you. Like that's just, I'm the way I'm supposed to be. Like, just because I don't fit into your sample size, blah, 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 like doesn't mean there's something wrong with me. So 99% of the time I'd be like, you didn't get the job, Emma. And so anyway, that experience coupled with knowing that you guys make custom jeans to fit your body. You don't have to, the size of your hip to thigh ratio doesn't matter. We can make jeans that fit your hip to thigh ratio. So, it was a great experience though, to just like be in that atmosphere. It's a very exciting atmosphere to be in, sort of the back rooms of the fashion industry. But that just that experience makes it even more exciting for me to be here now.
Yeah, I mean, I think the theme of inclusivity and where there's jeans where anyone can feel good in them is so huge. And it's something that you've talked about even on your rides, right? Maybe you can speak to that a little bit.
Yeah, I think that, something that I say in class is work out because you love your body, not because you hate it. I think that same mentality can kind of parlay into the way we think about our body, and we should be buying clothes that we feel good in now, that and not buying clothes that we are hoping to fit into at another time. Like, buy the clothes that fit you now, that make you feel good now. And that's good enough. There's no ideal size. There's no like right way to look, right way to fit into jeans. It's what feels good to you. So yeah, we have this amazing, guarantee of you can send the jeans back as many times in 60 days for alterations, even remakes of the jeans, to make sure they fit you in the way that you want them to fit. And that's so important too, because for example, we have mom jeans as one of the styles. And for me, I think of mom jeans, I like to wear them a little slouchier. I think of them as like boyfriend cut jeans. And so I might size up a little bit in that style jean because I like the slouchy way. But if I wanted like a tighter mom jean to wear with heels, I might size down. But you have that option, and you can send them back and make those specifications with your order.
Yeah, I think that's huge. And probably one thing to note for folks is that there is an option to self-measure, but you can also just take the SmartFit quiz. And we use data science to create the size. It's based on hundreds of thousands of body measurements. But one thing you mentioned that's huge on size, and I think people almost need to hear you say it seems like, because people are still asking, how size inclusive is the range?
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe you can get that question. How size inclusive is it? Like, what?
There's no limits, basically. Yes, no limit. It doesn't matter what size you are. If we have people who have never been able to find jeans that fit them who can get it here, right? So, and it's also for getting, I think sometimes jeans are just, it's so hard to find the perfect pair. Yeah. And here, you know, we can get the awesome 90s style, but then in a way that you feel good in.
Yeah. And these are just for humans, to be correct, because if you're not making pants for cats or, you know, bears or dogs right. or.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And you know,
don't ask me about kimchi wearing jeans or anything like that.
well, that may be a special capsule, the kimchi capsule. Yeah. One other question we had was, is it for men? And I remember, you know, early on we were saying that this was important, that this wasn't just, you know, for a small set of people, it's for everyone. Maybe you can speak to that.
Yes. You know, even on my blog, Live, Learn, Lovewell, I sell t-shirts and I make sure all my t-shirts are unisex because I want it to be inclusive, but also because I like kind of this androgynous style. I shop in the men's section. I actually went on a rant in a class the other day that I taught about leggings with pockets and how I like them, because I was like, why women need more pockets? Like, why do pants exist for women with no pockets, but men have all these pockets? And I was talking to a friend and they were like, because women would be way too powerful with pockets. And I was like, that's I like hilarious. That. Feeling that. Women are too powerful with pockets. So anyway, side note, but I do think it's important that, like, you know, gender fluidity, like however you identify and however you want to show up in the world, there's a style for you here. You know, the wash is the same, the Emma wash, which is the light color with the rips in them. But the style, the size, the fit, like that is you. You get to style yourself in the way that makes you feel like you.
Yes, yes, that's right on. And one of the questions was about, does the denim have stretch to it? You know, maybe you can talk about why stretch can mean different things for everyone, but why do you love these jeans?
Yeah. And I have jeans that have stretch. I have jeans that don't have stretch, and I think they all serve a purpose. But what I love about these jeans is the level of stretch, and that the elasticity, it like keeps coming back. So it doesn't overstretch. You know, sometimes you wear jeans once and then you have to put them in the dryer later because they've like completely turned a different size. They don't fit you anymore. These keep the stretch, which is incredible. And also, because I'm such an active person, I want to be able to wear the same thing for multiple purposes. That's just like the lifestyle that I live. I want to be able to wake up, throw on jeans, go do some yard work, go out in the garden, go for a walk with a friend, sit at a desk for 5 hours doing emails, maybe take a nap, go meditate. If I needed to do some squats, I could do squats in these jeans. There's just really, like, they're comfortable. So you're not, and especially high-waisted. High-waisted is hard to find comfort, right? Because they're super high and you sit down and then you have to like get this line. And so anyway, I like that the level of stretch and the softness, like you can really tell by touching the material, is that they are very soft. And that's a huge win for me.
Yes, yes. And part of it, for folks who are not denim heads, the reason it's able to be so soft is because there's a dual core weave. We use this Japanese mill. It's made in such a way that allows it to keep recovering to its original shape. And then I guess final question, there's a question around sustainability. I can give a nod to it, and then, you know, if there's more, and then I want to, you know, Emma, for your last theme to the folks here. You know, in terms of sustainability, we know fashion is the second most wasteful industry in the world. So much denim is one of the worst parts of waste, typically because of the way stuff is dyed. The mill that Emma has chosen for us to work with, they actually recycle the water so clean in the dyeing process that you can drink it. And then we only make denim if there's someone there to wear it. So that's much more sustainable.
Totally.
And then, yeah, I guess, Emma, you've always kind of been about more thoughtful, curated way of living. How does these jeans fit into sort of your overall mission to help people live better, fuller, and more thoughtful lives?
Well, I love what you said about, you know, like fast fashion is like just, you know, is one of the worst things for the environment. And so if you're going into a store and there's just like thousands of the same tank top, and like all the ones that don't get used, they get thrown somewhere and you don't know where they go. So the fact that each pair of jeans is made for you. You guys aren't just making like 1,000 jeans and hoping that people buy them. It's like each one literally has your name on it, and they also have my name on it. I love that idea, and the idea of, you know, and as I get older, I start, you know, putting a lot more thought into the items that I buy, and you know, I also have this idea that's like, okay, you know, I'm going to buy this. It's a little bit nicer. It's really good quality, but like I could see myself giving this to like my grandkids. Like I could see, I have a pair of boots that were my grandma's that are these leather boots. I'm sure they were like super fly and expensive and whatever in the 70s. And I have them now, and I'm like, wow, like these have lasted a long time. And that's such a cool concept to, you know, put a little more thought into where your items come from, knowing that like if there's quality in them, that they will last for a long time.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I feel like, you know, one thing I'll just personally say is why I love the design of this collection so much is I had never wanted to wear ripped jeans until I saw these. And I'm like, oh, wow, these are actually really cool. So, and then, you know, a couple other folks on the team were like, oh, damn, those are good.
Yeah.
So
I know you guys had never done ripped jeans before. So when you reached out and I was like, I have these jeans in mind, but you've never done anything like it. Is it possible? I remember sending that email being like, can you do rips? Because this might be a deal breaker.
Yeah.
And you wrote back and you were like, we could do this, Emma. And I was like,
yes.
Great.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Well, we're hyped. This is going to be like, I'm just so excited for everyone that's going to get them. For folks on the call, you should check out the feature that just came out today about the collection, Vanity Fair homepage, and it's about the whole design process and Emma's thinking that went in. So go check it out, vanityfair.com. There's a couple other pieces that are coming out, Pop Sugar, People, Glossy, Complex. So there's a lot of hype behind the collection, but I think most importantly, people are getting something they love. Emma, is there anything final that you want to say to everyone here?
No, I'm just really excited for to hear your feedback and hear what you think. This is, you know, a pair of jeans that I love, that I feel good in, I feel comfortable in. I love the, you know, I have obviously one in every style. So it's like just depending on your mood and your vibe of that day and your outfit and where you're going or not going, like you have jeans for that occasion. So I'm just really excited to kind of share like a piece of myself with everybody. Amazing.
Thank you so much, Emma. Really appreciate it. And then everyone else, visit scenestudio.com and take the Smart Fit quiz. Get some CNX Emma jeans.
Awesome. Thank you.